In total, I watched 28 seasons of television last year, so I decided to rank it all on a tier list. So first I've got season 1 of Spider-Man the Animated Series from the 90s. It's very cheesy. Spider-Man was very quippy. Yeah, he made a lot of 90s references, which haven't aged the best, I don't think. It is fun. I do like the take on Spider-Man. It's alright, I give it a B. Clarkson's Farm season 2. I thought this was really, really fun. Jeremy Clarkson is just such a interesting man, and all the people around him in the show are just so fun. It just works so well. Dexter season 1 is really solid. I give it an A tier. I think it's a really good start to the show. The whole ice truck killer thing is really interesting, and where it goes in the finale is just so good and so unexpected. I think this is season 2. I give this an A tier as well. You got all the Bay Harbor Butcher stuff in season 2, and it's just so tense watching Dexter try and get out of these situations. It's such a good concept for a show, and it's done so well. Yeah, I just love the first 2 seasons. Season 3, I'm gonna give it a B tier. I don't think it's as good. I don't like the whole Miguel stuff with Miguel, but it's still a really solid season. I don't really know what else to say. And then season 4 is an S tier. It's just perfection. I can't stop thinking about this season. It's just so good. The Trinity Killer is probably top 3 villains of all time for me. It's like one of the best performances I've seen in a show. Oh, it's so good. And the finale is absolutely just the most devastating thing I've watched in my life. Futurama season 1, I give it an A tier. It's a really solid first season. Just some fun sci-fi concepts, and the humour is just done so well. It's just that classic Simpsons humour that works really well. Season 2, I give it a B tier. It is like double the length of season 1, so I do think there's a lot of episodes that aren't as good as some other episodes. It's a bit uneven, but again, really good concept. Obviously classic characters as well, like Fry, Bender, Leela, the classic characters in pop culture. And just some iconic episodes in where's season 3? I don't know where's season 3 is. I might have put it in the wrong section. Oh shit. So I just made a duplicate of everything by accident. Season 3 of Futurama, I give it an A tier. It's a bit shorter than season 2, and it still has some great concepts. I did skip some episodes, but really solid season. Invincible season 1, I rewatched this last year to prepare for season 2. I absolutely love season 1. It's one of my favourite seasons of television of all time, just full stop. It is so good. The voice acting is phenomenal, and the writing is just so amazing. Like I can't stop raving about this show. Then you got the first half of season 2. I don't know if I should count it because it's only the first half, but I give it an A tier. It's a really solid first half. I don't think Mark is as likeable as season 1. Obviously he's dealing with a lot of trauma after the first season, so it kind of works in that way. Yeah, I'm just really excited where the next season goes, because I have a feeling that they're definitely going to pull it off. Then I rewatched season 1 of Loki. I put this in the A tier. It's such a good first season. One of the best MCU things that the MCU have done, in my opinion. The style to this show is just so good. You've just got some really amazing cinematography. The story with the whole timekeeper aspect and the relationship between Loki and Sylvie is great. You've always got Mobius, Owen Wilson. I just love his character. Where everything goes is it's so good. It's so good. Gen V, I give an A tier. It's a really, really good first season. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as The Boys, but I think it really is. The characters are just really likeable, and they're really well fleshed out. And seeing this superhero world from like a younger perspective than The Boys just works really well. And obviously you got a lot of corruption and a lot of gore, which I love from The Boys, so great season. South Park, I watched up to season 19 of South Park, and obviously I'm not going to rank every single season of the show, so I'm just going to rank it as a whole. I'll put it in A tier. It's one of the best cartoons, like the mainline cartoons. You got The Simpsons, you got Family Guy, and you got South Park. I think South Park might be the best out of all of them. Just the humour is so unique and just so well done. Like Matt and Trey, they're just genius with some of these episode concepts and the jokes. All the characters are iconic. It's just such a good show. I've played the 2 South Park games as well. I played Stick of Truth and The Fractured But Whole, and they're both really good games as well. I really love both of them. I love South Park now. I fell in love with South Park. Secret Invasion. God. I give this a C. I think I like this show more than other people liked it. Originally, I gave this like a 7, but the more I've sat on it and the more I've thought about it, the less I like it. Like, I just realised how stupid the plot was. The story went absolutely nowhere. It just kind of felt like a waste of time. Loki season 2, this is on the same level as season 1. I give it an A tier again. I do think the first half was a bit slow and the pacing was a bit dodgy, but the second half was absolutely phenomenal. Might even top the first season. Those 2 seasons of Loki are just some of the best stuff that the MCU has put out, in my opinion. Tom Hiddleston is so good as Loki. Scott Pilgrim takes off. I give this a B tier. I really like the animation and the odd concept of this show compared to the film is really fun, and where they take it is actually really interesting, but it doesn't really feel like a show that I'd rewatch. It feels like a show that you watch just for the twist on the Scott Pilgrim story. My Adventure with Superman, I'd also give this a B tier. I feel like this flew under the radar. I didn't really hear a lot of people talking about this show. I think it's really solid. I think Jack Quaid does a really good voice performance as Superman. I do think the first half is not the best. I didn't really like Lois. I thought she's quite unlikable for the first half, but when Lois and that find out Superman's identity, it becomes a lot more fun because they're going on all these adventures, and it's just really solid. The anime style is really good. Yeah, I think it's a really good show. Demon Slayer season 1, this is probably an A tier. It's really solid. The animation's obviously phenomenal. It just looks so good. The Demon Slayer story is great. I do think a lot of plot lines were dragged out a bit too much, but that's literally the whole thing of anime, is that they drag out a lot of stuff. But it does give for a lot of character development and that. I like it. Ahsoka, I'm giving it a D tier. I did not like this show at all. So boring. I enjoy Secret Invasion more because at least I was slightly entertained. I think I've come to the realisation in recent years that I'm just not that into Star Wars. Apart from the original trilogy, I love the original trilogy, but anything after that, apart from The Mandalorian, I'm not the biggest fan of. This season was just so boring. I just didn't care. It's supposed to link into Rebels, and I haven't seen Rebels, and I can't be asked to watch Rebels to understand this show. I don't think it came together that well. I just wasn't that intrigued at all. It's not my thing. The Legend of Vox Machina season 1. I completely forgot about this show. I completely forgot I watched this last year, but I give it an A tier, I think, because I remember it being really, really good. The characters are all really likable. I'm pretty sure it's based on like Dungeons and Dragons. It's just a fun show, I think. The animation's great. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Season 2, I think I'll give this an A tier as well. I don't remember a lot from the show, but at the same time, I don't remember anything bad from the show, so it must be good. I did really think I enjoyed it. Then you got Jury Duty. I give this an A tier. The concept for the show is just so good. I love the concept, and I like how it's like an experiment with how far these actors can take it before the actual person who's not acting realizes that something's off, and it's just so great. The finale is just so great. It's like a behind the scenes episode, and it's one of the best episodes of the show. One Piece live action, I give this an A tier. I haven't watched the anime, but I really like this live action. It has like an anime style to it, which works really well. The cinematography is really good. I like Luffy and everyone else on that pirate team crew, that's it. They're just really fun characters. They all have unique personalities. The villains are all really great as well. Just some really good fight scenes. I do think some bits go a bit too over the top. Anime moments that don't work well for the live action style, but I give it an A tier. X-Men animated series, I give it a B tier, I think. I think it's solid. It's on the same level as the Spider-Man animated series, in my opinion. It's just like a Saturday morning cartoon, just fun. I don't really know what to say. It's not all that memorable. Mandalorian season 3, I'm giving this a D tier again. Why? I kind of think they just ruined the show. The thing is, Boba Fett had that whole Mandalorian episode. I had like 2 Mandalorian episodes, which just... why? And then you had to watch that to understand season 3, and it's really stupid. And then season 3 wasn't all that good. Again, I find it really boring, which is really disappointing since I found season 1 and 2, The Mandalorian, to be really good. Really, really good. This season was just boring. Punisher season 1, I give this an A tier. This is a really solid first season. It might be up to like the levels of Daredevil. John Bernthal is just so good as the Punisher. Again, I'm trying to remember the concepts for this season, but I literally can't remember them because I haven't watched them in so long. I do remember season 2 being really boring though. I give it a C tier. I remember there was like a Christian guy in the second season who was like the villain. I just didn't care for it at all. No. The Last of Us, it's another A tier. I'm giving a lot of stuff A tiers here, but this is just such a good season. 2 phenomenal performances from Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal. The concept of this like post-apocalyptic world, seeing it all go down in the first episode is just, oh my god. I haven't played the game, so I don't know how well it's adapted, but from what I've seen in the show, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And that's all the TV shows that I watched in 2023 ranked on a tier list. I'm gonna go and fiddle with them a bit and see how I feel. So I'll put it in order here. That's how I feel. Yeah. So if you like this video, please like and please dislike, and I'll see you next one.